Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
If you would introduce yourself to the jury, please.
Good morning. My name is Brian Fraley, and I'm a special agent with Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
All right. Agent Fraley, how long have you been with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation?
19 years.
All right. What is your current position or assignment there?
Senior special agent out of the Johnson City office, assigned to the Criminal Investigation Division.
Agent Fraley, were you called upon to assist in the investigation into the disappearance and subsequently the death of Evelyn Boswell?
Yes, sir, I was.
All right. And do you remember when that was that you were called out to assist in that?
Yes, sir. It was February 19th of 2020.
Okay. And what was your role when you first got called out?
Myself and other agents were called to assist Special Agent Brian Pritchard. He had been called to Sullivan County to assist Sullivan County Sheriff's Department on an Amber Alert on the 18th, the previous day.
Okay. And so when you were first called out, this investigation was in regards to a missing child. Is that correct?
That's correct. Special Agent Pritchard had been contacted on a missing person case that involved Evelyn Boswell. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is the only state agency that can actually issue Amber Alerts. We were informed that the initial complaint by a family member, being the grandfather of Evelyn, was Tommy Boswell through Department of Children's Services, also known as DCS, who had contacted the referral to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department. Sullivan County Sheriff's Department got that referral, contacted us, and Special Agent Pritchard responded after going through a checklist that is required. Instead of just a regular missing person or missing child case, certain things have to be checked off or validated in order to issue a full-blown Amber Alert.
All right. And Agent Fraley, I know you work for the TBI. Were there other law enforcement agencies that were involved in this investigation?
Yes, sir. Once it went to a full Amber Alert, which is probably our highest priority at TBI, the FBI was called. Obviously, Sullivan County Sheriff's Department investigators were already involved along with Agent Pritchard, but once we were involved, we have a specific team just for Amber Alert cases out of Nashville that also involve other agents and intelligence analysts. The FBI has a specialized team of trained agents called a CART team, and that's a child abduction response team. And these agents are experts in child abduction, Amber Alert type cases. So within hours of the Amber Alert being issued and certified, there was approximately 40 to 50 FBI, TBI, Sullivan County investigators, and intelligence analysts assigned to this case.
So a number of agents across a number of agencies, all out there, essentially, at least initially, looking for a missing child. Is that
Yes,
a fair
sir.
statement?
That's
Okay.
correct.
All right. And so over the first couple days of your investigation, did you participate in or were you aware of interviews that were done with the defendant, Megan Boswell?
Yes, sir. Megan Boswell provided statements to a numerous amount of investigators early on, including me.
All right. And would it be a fair statement to say that she gave you multiple different versions about what had happened and where her child might be located?
Yes, sir. Repeated stories that we tracked down that turned out to be lies.
Objection, Your Honor. That's speculation.
As to the word lies sustained.
May I continue?
Yes.
Just different statements that she had provided that turned out to be leads that we tracked down over the course of several days and several weeks.
All right. And I guess let me ask you this way, Agent Fraley. Okay, I'm sorry. Were you all ever able to locate Evelyn Boswell?
Yes, sir, we were.
All right. And was that as a result of information? Well, I guess go ahead and tell me how it was that you were able to.
So on March 6th, which this is fast forwarding 17 days since I was brought in with other investigators, 18 days since the initial report on February 18th, we'd been working around the clock. And like I said, there was 40 to 50 of us working, and a phone call was received by Tommy Boswell. Tommy Boswell had called in. And March 6th, 2020 was a Friday. And we had worked, like I said, 18 days. And we had come to a point in the investigation where we had decided we need a break. We had exhausted a lot of resources, time, and we were at a place where we didn't feel we should go on at that time. We should take a break, and it was a good pause point, if you will. So on the afternoon of March 6th, again, it was a Friday, the plan was the investigators to go home, reset physically and mentally. We were exhausted, and try to just get a sense of normalcy, if you will, over the weekend and come back Monday. If anything would have come up, we would have responded. But in late afternoon on the March 6th, on the Friday, Tommy Boswell called in. So we agreed, the four of us, myself, Special Agent Gratz, who's also another TBI agent, Investigator Tracy Raz, who is a Sullivan County detective at the time, and Investigator Michelle Gillum, who was an investigator at the time. We'd been working together for those weeks. We decided, let me back up. Mr. Boswell reported that he wasn't sure if there was a storage.
Objection is what Mr. Boswell says.
Well, Judge, I'm not offering further.
Sustained.
Agent Fraley, as a result of the call that you got, and let's step back a little bit, Tommy Boswell is the defendant's father, is that correct?
Yes, Megan's father and Evelyn's grandfather.
All right. As a result of a phone call that you received from Mr. Boswell, what did you all do next?
We went to Mr. Boswell property located on Muddy Creek to conduct a search there.
All right. And is that property located in Sullivan County?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I think it's 539
All right.
Muddy Creek Road.
All right. Agent Fraley, in the course of your investigation while you were out there, did you create a sketch or diagram of the Boswell property?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right. If I could, I'm going to hand you a document, ask you if you can identify what's shown.
Excuse me. This is a hand-drawn document. It's a sketch of like an aerial view of the property there at Mr. Boswell's at 539 Muddy Creek Road, Bluntville, Tennessee.
All right. And does that diagram accurately show the layout or the placements of various sheds, outbuildings, trailers, roadways there on the property?
Yes, sir, it does.
All right. Judge, we would move to make that exhibit number 6.
Any objection?
No, sir.
Be full exhibit 6.
And if we could, I'd like to publish that to the jury.
Are you going to use the demo thing?
Well, Judge, Agent Fraley may need to step down. I don't know if he can. I may need him to step down for the witness. I don't know if he can. If I could hand him a laser pointer.
He needs to, that's fine, as long as we can pick him up on.
I can see that.
Can you
from-
see it okay
yes,
from there?
sir.
I didn't know if you would be able to. All right. Are you okay from?
Yes, sir. I can see that,
Shooting
and I have it
fine.
in front of me as well
Okay.
on my screen.
All right. If you would kind of point out, I guess, the major landmarks that are shown there in the diagram.
Yes, sir. So this top house here is Tommy Boswell's, as it was described to us. This resident here was a mobile home that was described as his mother's. This is the shed that we had information on right there. That's like a yard barn or an outbuilding. And then here is notated as what we described and what was described as a playhouse.
I don't know what happened.
Hold on a second.
It's like it lost your speed.
Judge, it's not connecting.
You want to just stick it
I
in?
was going to say, if you'll just hand me the.
You got it ready to go. It has to stay up. Maybe the laptop just came back.
It did. Let me.
There it's up, Dan. There you go.
You need me to disconnect the laptop, Judge? or-
It's, I can
You
change
can-
it.
Okay.
Zoom in and out. There you go. Continue.
Yes, continue, please.
All right. So yes, right here, behind that shed or yard barn, if you will, was a playhouse, and it's noted Playhouse ROE. ROE is an acronym for us for Recovery of Evidence, which was the body of Evelyn Boswell. Up in the right-hand corner is my notes are like a key to this, which indicates the date, our case number, the location, and my signature with the date, notating that I was the one that drew this sketch.
Agent Fraley, you've got the driveway shown through the middle part of that diagram there. Was there any sort of gate or anything that, as far as being able to enter or exit the property?
I recall, I think there was a gate at the bottom from Muddy Creek Road to the driveway.
All right. Okay.
We don't need it. We don't need that. We don't need it.
Now, Agent Fraley, you identified an outbuilding that was there on the property. You had said that's where you went first.
That's correct.
Okay. And I guess tell us what you found or what you observed when you went to that outbuilding.
What was found there were multiple boxes of belongings of Megan Boswell that contained a variety of items specific to a young child. I recall there were clothing items, diapers, medicines, toys, those kind of things were the most common thing in those boxes.
Agent Fraley, I'm going to show you three photographs and ask you if you can identify what's shown in those.
And so the first one is the yard barn or shed that was described and depicted in the sketch. The home there to the right was, our understanding, Tommy's mother. The second, that's the first one. The second one is the same yard barn or shed, except in this one it has a picture of the what we were describing as a playhouse behind it. And then the third and final one is a closer photograph of the yard barn or shed with those items I just described.
And do those photos accurately show how that shed or outbuilding looked when you arrived there on March the 6th, 2020?
Yes, sir, it does.
All right. Judge, we would move to make those the next exhibits, which I think are 7, 8, and 9.
Any objection?
No, sir.
To the full exhibit? How do you want to display those?
Well, I'll take another
Shot?
shot at trying to use the laptop.
General, which order did you want these pictures marked?
Whatever.
I want them the way he described them. First one, the yard barn with the home. Second one's the yard barn with the playhouse behind it. Third one's the close up to the yard barn behind it.
May I see those? Make sure I've got the. All right, Agent Fraley, I've got up on the screen what's been introduced as Exhibit 7. If you would tell the jury what they're looking at.
So this is the yard barn or shed that I was describing. This was the home that was described to us as Tommy Boswell's mother. And then the items there that you can see with the open door inside of the shed or yard barn.
And next is Exhibit 8.
Yes, sir. Again, the yard barn with the door open, showing those items described. And this building here behind the yard barn is what I described and is notated on my sketch as the playhouse where Evelyn's body was recovered.
And next, Exhibit 9.
Yeah, again, that's just a closer photograph of the yard barn or shed with those items I described placed inside there.
All right. Did you participate in, or I guess what did you all do with the items that were that you saw located in that outbuilding there?
Those were obviously photographed and documented as what they were, processed.
All right. Did you participate in that process, or were you just?
Yeah, I think primarily the two inside there actually searching, going through the items was Special Agent David Gratz and Investigator Tracy Arras.
Okay. Was that the end of your investigation, or what you did there on the property?
No, sir, it was not.
Okay. What did you all do next?
So we continued looking and led us to look inside the playhouse.
All right.
and we searched it.
And what did you find, if anything, upon looking in the playhouse?
There were, once the door was opened, right inside the door, as the opening of the door, was a trash can, like a tall kitchen model, common trash can, and 2 bags of trash beside of it.
Agent Fraley, I'm going to show you a number of photographs and ask you if you can identify what's shown in those.
Yes, sir. The first one I'm reviewing is a standalone picture of what I described as the playhouse that was by. Okay. The second one is a closer, of the playhouse, a closer proximity with the door open. The third picture is the same thing with the door open. Third one is a closer photograph with the door open. It does depict, the third one depicts the trash can with the bags of trash, as does the second one depicting the trash can. The first one, the door was closed. The next one depicting an open door with the trash bags and the trash can. The next one, assorted items that were inside the playhouse, and they appeared at that time. They had been there longer than the trash can and trash bags. Again, picture from outside the playhouse looking in where the trash bag or the trash can was. And it's a closer picture that depicts a black trash bag in the top portion of the trash can. The next one is a picture of an area inside the playhouse that had this assorted items there that again appeared to be there for some time with dust and cobwebs on them. Next picture is another picture from right at the doorway. Again, the trash can, the trash bags. Again, another picture of the trash can with the trash bag, the trash bags. There's other items around these. I keep talking about the trash bags and the trash can because they were relevant to us because they looked like they had recently been put there. These other items had dust and cobwebs and looked like they'd been there for years undisturbed. The last photograph I have is this is my hand in the picture. It's pulling back. It's over the trash can with what appeared to be a leg and a foot of a baby or a baby doll. It appeared at the time with the fleece blanket and the purple onesie, the clothing that had been described to us by Evelyn Boswell.
When you made the observation that you made in the last, you described in the last photograph, did you do anything else with the trash can prior to the medical examiner's office?
No, sir. At that time, we didn't. We stopped what we were doing. We'd found we'd found Evelyn, and we made phone calls. We had called the DA's office advising them that we'd found her. We've called our chain of command, our supervisors, and the medical examiner's office, along with forensic pathology out of Johnson City, and waited till all those personnel arrived.
Okay. And Agent Fraley, the photographs that you just described and identified, do they truly and accurately depict the scene as you saw it inside the Playhouse on March the 6th of 2020?
Yes, sir, it does.
Judge, we would move to introduce those as full exhibits at this time.
No objection.
There'll be full exhibits, I don't have any to work. He went so fast, I couldn't write it all down. Starts at 10, I don't know where it is.
Ten through 19, Judge.
Okay. Judge, if I could, I'd like to publish those to the jury. All right. Agent Fraley, I'm going to start with Exhibit 10.
Yes, sir.
You would describe what the jury's looking at.
That's a playhouse that was located behind the yard barn.
And if we're looking at it that way, the outbuilding would be where?
The outbuilding yard barn shed, as described, would be to the left out of the picture, back this way from the yard barn, or from the playhouse.
All right. And the door, as we're looking at it, that door was closed when you arrived.
Yes, sir. That's how we found it.
Next, I'm going to show you Exhibit 11.
Same playhouse with the door open.
Okay.
And if you look inside the door right here, this white trash can is the trash can that I was describing as I was reviewing the photographs.
All right. As you opened the door, was anything disturbed or moved, or, I mean, did anything shift?
No,
Was there
sir. Nothing fell out onto you. As you can see, there's a front porch there. It was opened, and it is as it's seen. Obviously, the trash can's kind of tilted the way it is there, and the other items throughout the playhouse.
All right. So the only difference between the prior photograph we looked at and this one is that the door, you all have opened the door so that you could see inside. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Next, I'm going to show you Exhibit 12.
Same, obviously, playhouse, just from a different angle. You can see the trash can there on the left, and those two, you can see the main portion of one bag and partial portion, excuse me, of a second trash bag, two white trash bags there. Obviously, other items, the blue tote, the brown piece of furniture, and other items there.
Now we're looking at Exhibit 13.
Yeah, again, there at the playhouse, just a closer angle or closer photograph
Okay.
right inside the door.
You mentioned earlier that it looked like or appeared to you that some of the items had been there for quite a while, and that some of them did not.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything in that photograph that indicates that to you or that you can see?
Yes, sir. So the trash can and the two bags appeared to me that they had been placed there recently. The other items, like I said, the blue tote, those other things, these right here, that cardboard box, these items back here on the shelf, they just look dated and like they'd been undisturbed for quite some time, because again, they had dust and cobwebs located throughout the playhouse, except for that portion right there, right at the front door.
Now I'll show you Exhibit 14.
Yes, sir.
What are we looking at there?
Same thing. That's right inside the playhouse to the right. If you just stuck your head into the playhouse from the doorway, this would be to the right. And again, these items you can see specifically on this bag here. Well, a lot of these things, it's just dust covered, indicating to me that it had been there a while.
Agent Fraley, are we actually, if you're looking at the lower right-hand corner of the photograph, is that the door frame right
This
there?
is the right-hand door frame with the clasp for a lock. So yeah, again, like I said, if you were standing outside, just peering inside, that's kind of the angle or the view that's depicted in this photograph.
All right. Now showing you Exhibit 15.
Yes. The trash can again, this is taken from outside the doorway. This is me here. So the photograph depicts me, and then inside here, and the trash can with the black trash bag unraveled at that point.
Had the trash bag been pulled up out of the trash can, or was that
Just
as
kind
you
of like
saw
the
it?
top was opened.
All right.
The trash bag remained in the trash can, but the top was opened.
Now showing you Exhibit 16.
Again, looking inside, it was a very small playhouse. I don't recall the dimensions, but maybe 10 by 10, 12 by 12, small floor plan with that, and then those were steps leading up to like a little loft inside that playhouse. Again,
This is
Another-
Exhibit 17.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
Go ahead.
Again, just another photograph of the trash can and the two bags. There's a keyboard there, a piece of furniture. Again, the blue tote. Just multiple pictures of kind of like the same thing, same angle, same point of view. Just multiple pictures of that. Again, the trash can again.
This is Exhibit 18. For
yes,
the
sir.
record. Sorry.
Again, the trash can with the black trash bag inside the trash can, blue tote, other items there inside the playhouse.
Agent Fraley, there appears to be something on the inside of the white trash can. Were you able to?
Right
see
there. Right there.
Okay. What is that we're seeing or looking at?
I can't see clearly what that is. I don't know if there's another piece
Okay.
of trash bag. Or,
Okay. And Exhibit 19.
Again, after this was that black trash bag portion had been pulled away, this was the next layer down inside the trash can, which contained Evelyn Boswell's body, clothed in a pink fleece onesie with penguins and a gray and white fleece blanket.
All right.
The portion of the body that you see there is her leg.
Okay. Did you in any way disturb or move or do anything with the contents of the trash can?
No, the glove in the top portion of that is my hand. Pulling that back to confirm and take a photograph. That was the only thing we disturbed,
Okay.
if you will,
All right.
to take the photograph. And then at that point we stopped and then made the appropriate phone calls to the medical examiner, forensic pathologist, our chain of command, and the DA's office.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So what happened after you made those phone calls as far as the investigation was concerned?
So after that, like I said, all these people arrive, and our concern is to process the evidence. We did so at the direction of the forensic pathologist, and so what decision was made was on that front porch of that playhouse, which was just right outside the doorway, was to place a body bag there on the front porch. Open, they unzip and they open. So we placed a body bag there, and I brought the trash can out and we started removing the contents of the trash can onto the body bag that was opened.
All right. And did you participate in that process with folks from the medical examiner's office?
Yes, sir. It was Laura Parsons, who works with the forensic pathology, and Dr. Matrina Schmidt, who is the forensic pathologist there.
Okay. And so you actually helped them and assisted them in removing the body from the trash can?
Yes, sir. Like I said, the body bag was there, and I removed the contents and the body of Evelyn Boswell onto the body bag where we could start processing what was inside the trash can, which additional evidence was in addition to the body of Evelyn.
And was this whole entire process photographed?
Yes, sir.